So today is all about celebrations. Today I am celebrating my 46th birthday. I am so grateful for life. I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for so many different things. I'm grateful that God saw fit to allow me to live another year. So I'm just grateful. And I know I look young, but that's good, James. I'm going to share with you everything that I would have made up until this point. All right, so the first thing that I would have made is what I am wearing, and that is my birthday fit. And I say it's a long top, but I have it rolled up. And I made this top out of a remnant that I would have bought sometime back, and you would remember this from my fabric haul. And I used City 3003. I just hacked the pattern. Of course, I did not put that zipper in the back there because I don't see the need for a zipper. I also made the sleeves short. Now, my only gripe about this pattern is the fact that the sleeves are tight. When I make it again, I'm definitely going to make that larger because I don't like anything being so restrictive on me. These are wide leg pants, and I self-drafted these. These ones are a little bit tighter than I would like, but I'm not getting all fussy about it because I'm on my weight loss journey and I'm losing weight, and I'm continuing to lose weight. So I know eventually they will fit me a little bit looser. If I'm consistent, they will be a lot looser. The next thing that I'm going to share with you is this dress, and this was my Christmas dress. I used this pattern, McCall's 8M8448, and I did that same green one right there. And I love the way that the dress turned out. It's a little big on me. I used this pointy knit, and I just love how it looks. Of course, you know, I use my rainbow coloring serger thread because that is what I had on my machine, and I didn't feel like switching it out. So let me show you how the inside looks. So you get to see the design. That is how the inside looks. So it's like 3 panels. You have the top panel, then the middle panel, then the ending panel. And you have that for the front as well as the back. And then you just have a neck binding that goes around the neck and also the sleeves. So again, when I make this again, not if, because I'm definitely going to make it again. When I make this again, I'm going to cut, I think I cut the size 12. I think I got the size 12. No, it's either, I think I got the size 14. So when I cut it again, I probably will make a size 10 because it has a lot of room in it. My next make would be this pants, and I love this pants, and I self-drafted this pants. It has a flat front waistband and an elasticated back waistband, and I just love the way this fits me. This fits me like a glove. It's not tight or anything. It's just, you know, like how what it was, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and she said the porridge is just right, the bed is just right. Yes, pants is just right, and it has these pockets, and I love it. This is the fabric that you would have seen in that massive fabric haul that I did sometime back. This is the woven fabric that I spent $1 a yard. And so I love this. So the next thing that I made is this a dress. And this dress is New Look 6095. That's I made view A, the one that the model is wearing. And this is my first time making this dress. I had this pattern so long, and I was like, you know what, let me start making the patterns. Because Simplicity had a sale, I went and bought more patterns. So I'm like, let me use the patterns that I already have and start using my patterns, because you know I like to freehand most of my stuff. And this is the dress. I don't know, I probably need to use some, what you call it, to let that stay down, but it's not staying down. Even though I iron it down, it's not staying down. And this is the dress. Let me put a pin there because that's gonna annoy me. All right, so this is the dress, and it has darts by the bust. So it has bust darts, and it also has, I guess, fisheye darts in the back, and it has well, I used an invisible zipper. Um, that kind of worked me. I think I took the zipper, I installed it about 3 times because I felt like I was doing something wrong, but to come to find out, I wasn't doing anything wrong. And it has these cap sleeves, and I kind of like the dress. It's a little big. It's a little big on me. Next time I make it, I think I'm going to make. I think I cut it a size 14, either 14 or 16. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go down a size so that I can get the fit that I want. But overall I love the dress. So let me show you how it looks on the inside. So this is how it looks on the inside. That's the back, and these are the darts that I was telling you about. I used this blue zipper because that's what I had. I didn't even bother to cut it. I might not. It doesn't bother me. And this is how the front looks, and you will see the darts. And that is that. And I had my, well, I think always on my search is this rainbow colored serge and thread because it just brightens my mood. And I just tack down the facing on the shoulders. That is the dress. And of course, I used the same fabric that I had, that I spent $1 on. So next thing that I made was this turtleneck. And I used the same pattern, the Simplicity 3003. And I made view A, this one here. And for the most part, I do actually love the way this turned out. My only issue with this pattern are the sleeves. The sleeves were very tight. I don't know whose arms they're drafting these patterns for, but my arms aren't even that big, but it's very tight on the arms. So I had to recut the sleeves and make it a lot bigger. And also it's short. The sleeves are short. So the next time that I make it, I think I added a couple inches. Yes, I did. I added a couple inches to the sleeves to make them a little bit longer for me, and I'm short. But yeah, I think that's my only issue with the top. It calls for a zipper, but I didn't use that because it can get over my head quite easily without the zipper. All right, and so this is the top, and this is the brown fabric, pointy knit fabric that I use, that you would have seen in my knit fabric haul. I feel like as a sewist, you always have threads, or threads always hanging from things. I don't know, it must be dropped. That's the front, and this is the back, and that it has that same going down the back because that's where the zipper is supposed to go. So I just omitted the zipper, and again I added a few inches to the sleeves just for my comfortability level. When I first made this, y'all, it was in the night when I was sewing, and when I looked at it the next day, I thought I had used the chocolate the espresso brown for it, but I realized I didn't. And so I'm still happy with it. I'm grateful. I'm going to make probably a matching bottom to go with this, and I will probably use my Simplicity pattern that I just bought. So that is that. And then I have this skirt. I just put the elastic in, and maybe I was supposed to go around and add another add a stitch to it, but I didn't. But this is my slip skirt, and I do love the way it fits very nicely, and it's this pretty brown, like chocolatey, milk chocolate type color. I paired it with this top that I would have always hanging somewhere, that I would have self-drafted, and it's this beautiful top, and it has these, I don't know, for some reason I like this type of sleeve, the sleeves that has the elastic at the end. I'm kind of into that, and it just has this regular band, and it's kind of short. I wish I would have made it a little longer, but I don't know what I was thinking, but I still like it. And this is how it looks on the inside. That is the back, and that's the front. And I love it. So the next thing that I made was these two. Well, I made this one first. This here is the fabric that you would have seen from my fabric haul. And I made this dress, and it has a little detail at the waistband. So I don't know if you could see that. I added a panel to separate the top from the waistband. And I do like the top. I like it. I'm not in love with it. I like it. I think I underestimated how much stretch was in this top. And I didn't feel like taking it out to redo it. So the top is big on me. And it has pockets, which I love. Because as a teacher, if I have to leave the classroom, I can always put my phone in my pocket, or I can always put my keys in my pocket. So I love it. And that is the front, and that is the back. Since I made that one too big, I decided to go back at it, and then I made this one too snug. I guess you can't win. It's the same design. It has the pockets and everything. I probably don't mind that because I'm losing weight, so that's not an issue. And it also has that panel, that waist panel, that separates the bodice from the bottom. And all these fabrics that I'm sharing with you are the fabrics that I would have shared with you in my fabric haul. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to share with you is this dress. And I made this dress. I went to my friend's disability ball, and I wore this dress. And this dress is like a fishtail dress. I love it. I made it out of this velvet or velour type fabric. And it has this, I don't know, I can't get this facing to stay down. It has this V-neck in the front. It has darts in the front. It has darts on both sides in the front, and it has darts in the back for shaping. And my friend loved it so much. She was like, can you make one just like this for me? When I made this, I wished I had made it in green, because that green, that emerald green, is so pretty to me. I wish I had made it a little bit longer. Like if I wear it with heels, I would want it to come closer to the ground. But overall, I love it. And I think that's it. I feel like I made something else, but I'm not sure. That is it. Tell me in the comments which ones were your favorites. Would you like for me to do a sew along on any of the pieces that I shared with you? And like, comment, and share my videos with family and friends. I really do appreciate it. And when you interact with my videos, YouTube will push my videos out even more to other persons so that they can interact with my videos. I will see you in the next video. Be blessed. Bye.